What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're going back to Galneryus. Yes, indeed. Galneryus Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Jonah H, and Jonah wanted to see me react to this by Galneryus called My Faith. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by J-Core Nightmare, okay? And the video has 48,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. My Faith, Galneryus live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
My faith!
You know, I was wondering, when the song kicked in, well, before that, when the song started, I was thinking to myself, okay, this has got the sounds and the attitude and the direction of a ballad, but this is Galneryus. I don't think, I very seriously doubt that they're going to do a ballady style song.
No.
I think this is a nice, pretty intro, but after the intro's over, I have a feeling they're going to kick in and we're going to take off. And, well, what do you know? My prediction came true. Yeah, I that's why I wasn't sitting here going, oh no, another ballad. You know, I never felt that for 1 second. I really didn't. I was like, this is Galneryus. They're not going to do that. They're luring us in with this nice, pretty intro, and then they're going to take off like a shot. And sure enough, we did. That double kick kicked right in and just took us to a whole new level, which is really nice. I will say, the intro was pretty. It did sound really good, actually. I really liked the guitar work. It wasn't like, from a fingering standpoint, for example, from a notational standpoint, wasn't all that impressive. But what really impressed me was his use of vibrato. You talk about a consistent vibrato. Like, I know it wasn't. It obviously wasn't programmed, but if I wasn't watching it, if I didn't know about the band and I just heard it for the first time, when I might have said something to the effect of, that sounds like a programmed guitar, because the vibrato is just so consistent. It's like the exact same amount of vibrato on every single note. Blending in really well with the string patch that the keyboard player is using. I like how at the very end of the guitar work, he kind of faded out and the string patch on the keyboard faded in, and they had that crossover. That was really nicely done. Very smoothly done. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's keep going here. Pause right there. Let me back up a little bit. Got my attention for sure with that unison line between the guitar player and the bass player and the keyboard in that one section. That was nice. Got it. I was like, whoa. Okay. I like the triplets being thrown in every once in a while. Pom, 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 pom. Yeah, I like that. Feels good. I also like the style change. The tempo's not changing. But what's happening within the rhythmic subdivisions between the guitar and the bass, changing it up from straight 16th 1 again, a 2 again, a 3 again, a 4 again, a 1 again, a 2 again, a 3 again, a 4 again. At that tempo, they get that gallop where they leave every second 16th note out. So it's 1, not 1, 1, rest, 2, I'm sorry, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, 3, 4. So you get that gallop feel. It gives it that approach of 3. 1, rest on E, play on and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. It's really nice. And then they switch back and forth to just straight 16s, and then they go back to that gallop pattern again. I like it. It's a nice contrast. It really kind of helps define where one section ends and the next section begins. I like that approach. Vocally, very strong. Sounds really good. Got no issue with anything that's happening with him. I to be honest with you, I really don't have any issue with anything that anybody's doing. Everybody sounds really good. Actually, really good is not the right word. Everybody sounds great. So I got no issues. I got no problems. It is a long song. I know it is. I saw the time. But in typical Galneryus fashion, is it a long song? Yes, but it doesn't feel long. Like, this does not feel like it's dragging at all. And to be honest with you, it does feel a little bit shorter than it actually is. Not a lot. It's not like here we are at 4:28, right? I'm not going to sit and go, oh, it feels like only like 3 minutes have gone by. No, not quite that much, but it does feel like about maybe 4. It's a little bit faster than it feels a little bit faster than it actually is. Not a lot though. Let's keep going. Let's see where we go from here. I think we might have a keyboard solo. Started. Nice. There's that vibrato again. That was weird. A little glitch there. Huh. Anyway, kind of interrupted the flow a little bit, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about because I talked about it during the course of the reaction. Well, I'll figure something out. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Galneryus with My Faith. This was a request from Jonah H. Okay, like I said, I pretty much said everything I needed to say during the course of the reaction, so there really is not a lot to talk about. Gonna hit a few bullet points and we'll go from there. Let's start off with my rating here. Out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give that 5 stars. Yep, 5 stars out of 5. You heard me, I didn't stutter. That is the rating I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, it was impressive. Yes, it was. It sounded really good. Yes, it did. And actually, no, that's not right. It didn't sound really good. It sounded great. It sounded great across the board. All the musicians did a great job. Fantastic job. In particular, I like the unison work between the keyboard and the guitar, the keyboard, guitar, and bass, and the guitar and bass. It all kind of centered around the guitar. The guitar was involved with everything. But sometimes he was just playing with the keyboard, and sometimes he was just playing with the bass, and sometimes the three of them were playing together. Didn't matter what was happening. It didn't matter which combination it was tight every single time. It was very clean, very accurate, very well done, very precise. I can absolutely appreciate the talent that went into that. Let's see. As far as the songwriting goes, the chordal progression, it's typical Galneryus material. It really is. It follows that same type of pattern. A lot of reliance around, during the course of the verses, for example, you're hanging around the root a lot. You'll go up to the 3 to the 4 to the 5. Not even at the 5, but the 1 to the 3 to the 3 to the 4. You do that quite a bit. Sometimes down to the 7, back up to the root again. When you go into the pre-chorus, they typically, up to the 6, and then up to the root again. 6, down to the 4, up to the 5, to resolve. Maybe not that exact same, configuration, but it follows a similar style. And then to the chorus, big grandioso chorus, basing around the root, which is fine. Like I said, from a chordal progression, nothing I haven't heard from them before. But what made it stand out to me, and what really kind of impressed me more than anything else, was their use of differing subdivision patterns. In particular, during the verses, they would go into that gallop pattern. And I talked about that. It's 16th notes. You take out the second 16th note. So you take out the E. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Get that gallop feel. And then when they would go into the chorus, it went straight 16th. 1 again, a 2 again, a 3 and a 4 again, a 1 again, a 2 again, a 3 and a 4 again. It's the exact same pattern, just taking out the second 16th note for the gallop and putting it back in for the straight. Other than that, there is no deviation. It's kind of funny how just taking out one note, taking out the second 16th note out of every 4. It's funny how just doing that one little thing can make such a big difference in the feel of the song. Speaking of the feel, I did see towards the end, they went into that halftime feel, which was nice. I liked that. It really kind of resonated that this is it. We're winding it up. This is the end of the song right here. And it made perfect sense to do so. I love how they started and finished in the exact same way, with the guitar really taking the lead. Man, his vibrato was accurate. Like every time the vibrato was being used, the exact same amount, there was the exact same amount of movement on the string. I didn't really hear any deviation. I didn't. It sounded the exact same to me every time, and that was really, really cool. Some really nice bend work in there. And then, like I said, the blend between him and the keyboard player, especially at the beginning, really nice. I loved that one crossover they did where the guitar kind of faded, and as the guitar was fading, the keyboard swelled in, and they had that crossover point. That was really cool. I really liked that as well. Vocally, sounded just fine to me. I had no issue with anything he did vocally. If I'm being honest, I've heard more impressive vocal work from him in other songs, but he didn't do anything bad here. He really didn't. It sounded just fine. Just absolutely hitting for par for what I know he can do from what I've seen from him do in the past. The drumming on this was intense. That double kick was really going strong through a majority of the song. Not easy to pull off, especially as steady as it was. A lot of cymbal usage. In this song, but I gotta say, usually I'm not the biggest fan of that, but in this song, it fits. It absolutely fits. Got no issue with anything he did either. Look, this is a great tune. It's an absolutely great tune, and it very, very much deserves those 5 stars. So yeah, 5 stars without question. I got no issue with that. That's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. So, 5 out of 5 stars. Final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.